Today we'll be working on a 2004 Chrysler Sebring with a 2.7. We're having a problem with no heat. Come to find out, the air bleeder valve is that whole housing is leaking. You picked it up from Napa for around 60 bucks, maybe a little cheaper, and that is this part right here. A new sensor and all. Part number is 600291. We'll start by disconnecting the 3 hoses, which are this one. Got a spring clamp, pair of pliers usually work. 2 and 3. Second, I like to unplug the sensor. You pull this little red clip up and then pull it out. And then I always pull this little sensor out too. I actually got it loose already, but let's say pull the wire out, stick the wire down there a little. And there's a Phillips head that goes underneath this little sensor. I pull that out. Pull that little Phillips head out that goes in there. Then you got 3 4/8. You got 1/8. Pull that out. I took it out already. Pull that out. There's one on the back side. See it straight down there. You can get that. And then the last one's a bit tricky. Sometimes you take the intake off. Sometimes you get lucky and you can get it loose. If you get lucky, you can weasel a 8mm down in here. Crack it loose. It's real tight. Get it cracked. Take that out. I didn't show anybody in the beginning, but to get to that 8, they make it easier for this to move. You only need it to move a smidge. Everybody's worried that the gasket's usually reusable. Never had a problem. 10 in here, 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 10 in here. Then you gotta take this little thing off, this little clip. Just take a screwdriver and press down on the bottom side. There's actually a little dimple almost for it. And then you're gonna want to get this 10 out. See that 10 right there. And then you'll be able to get a little bit of rock. That's all you need, that little bit of play. Get that little bit of play, you can prop it up with a screwdriver like so. And then you got, a lot more room than you ever had. I got my fingers on that thing. Makes it a lot easier. So now, get your swivel, you got plenty of room to get these back in. I get the one that's a pain in the butt first, just snug it a little bit. Kind of like go diagonal. Got an overkill extension so I can get the camera in there. Tighten that one. You get the point. Tighten the 4 screws. Alright, just like snug them first, and then I just go around and snug them by hand without the gun. But alright. And you work backwards. 3 hose clamps, plug, Phillips head screw for that sensor. It goes up there. Plug them both in, hook the hoses up, bleed the system with the bleeder on top, fill it all the way up in the reservoir over here. Take the air cap off, which is the reservoir. Fill it all the way up, crack that bleeder over there, and wait till it bleeds out of it. Then you start up, let it run, let it heat up for a little bit, and do it again just to make sure you get all the air pockets out. And thank you for watching. I got it all back together. Don't forget to tighten all the 10s up. I start outside, inside, outside. Make sure you tighten every screw back up. And bolt it in, stick this clip back in, then turn it back on. And down, screw it, whole 9 yards. What I do is I fill up the overflow, like I said. Fill it up pretty high. Actually right there, you can see it. Let it get a little warm. Just crack this thing, you can see it bubble. And now it's just flowing fluid. There it goes. The air bubbles. Look at it so there's no air bubbles coming. What I'll do is I'll tighten it down for a little bit, loosen it, tighten it, loosen it. Hard to see, but there is no air bubbles coming out. An air pocket will make it hard to get heat in your car, and it is good when